What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be talking about the Digimon Simulator. Well, presenting a deck profile through it. I know this is what I wanted to do for a while once the simulators come live, get some matches and discuss my thought processes and the deck profile itself. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. The deck list itself. This one looks really good. We have Tokomon from BT14s, we have Bushy Agus, we have the Patas, we have the Salamons from BT15, which is at 4. We do have Angemon at 4 from BT14, 15 Gatomon for the 4 copies, Rapidmon starter deck, Magna Angemons, Angelwolmons, Venusmons, and Seraphe as well. But we also have Minatamamon, Death X, Ruin Mode, 2 Karis, TKs, of course, Kari Purple, and then one of the most really powerful cards, Revelation of Light. This thing is what makes the deck go brr. I'm really excited to talk about all the things you can do with this. It has so much potential, and as you know how decks work in the game, sometimes originality comes in, and this deck has taken a top in the regionals and took in multiple slots this season just alone with how it can go. So I'm excited to showcase what this has potential, because sometimes people don't really know what the deck can do until you see it to believe it. So without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about it. So I'm excited to talk about this and get into this match. This deck has a lot of avenues and has a lot of potential, and this is going to be showing you we have 3 matches to go over and discuss, and I'm really excited for these. So let's get into the match itself. And let's take a look at my opening hand, shall we? So this is not the optimally best. King of Game, let's see if we can actually win against Yukimoto here. I really have one rookie, I have a couple champions, and I have a TK to set up. This isn't the most optimal hand play. You want to get a Pata. So I'm deciding to mulligan this back to hopefully get something better. So we did hit the Pata, which is really good for us. It flips Baomon and then hits Wisdom Training to grab, you know, Hellugamon, which is going to be very useful later in the game. We hatch its Tokomon that we didn't really want, the other one we want to be on, but hey, we Digivolve into Pata, slam down Kari to choke him at 2. This means he doesn't have as many optimal plays as he wants to without passing turns. So he's going to hit, you know, Analog Youth, grab probably the Dracmon as the only target, which is really solid of a grab. I'm excited to see what he can do from here. Is he going to Digivolve and Raising or wait for Lugamon? So he slams down the Dracmon to grab the PC needs. So he's grabbing the Luga, so that implied he didn't have it, but he gets the Fangry Luga in trash. We're going to activate Pata. No targets, sadly. That hurts us a little bit. So we're just going to hard Digi-Evolution here and hopefully get some bridge gaps in. We're going to slam down TK because this is going to let us extend our turn anyway. And I'm really happy to do that. So we take a Revelation of Light, put it in, but we're going to put the Bushy to set up the Revelation turn, which you want to do. So this is going to set us back all the way back to 0 and actually bring it back to 1, to be honest with you. And now your opponent has to answer this board state, which I'm really excited to, because we can easily just put a bad time. I was debating on putting Revelations, but I figured it's a good time to just swing with Angemon, if just in case I was debating that. There's many avenues we can do here. I'm really not afraid, but we're going to go for the deal the damage. We're not going to activate his effect. Oh, we hit a Luga, which is really solid, because now TK could possibly grab us an ultimate out of that the top, which we got Angelwolmon, which is going to be a great counter timer. So we put a card to the bottom and then choke them at 1, which is what you want to do in this matchup, is as much as you can get them to 1. They Digivolve into Luga on their Baomon, which we're okay with this. Then they swing in with Dracmon. I'm not going to let them get the free damage. I want an evolution out of this deal. So we're going to go Angelwolmon. We get a Salamon for the Digi-Evolution draw, which is really solid. We're going to trash the top. Sadly, it was a Venusmon, but we don't play Messenger of Hope to matter. But they could go for the Helluga play, which is going to discard cards and get rid of our Angelwolmon, which they got some cards out of the deal, and I don't mind them overflowing, setting me back to 3. At this point, it's a really solid move, and we're still in a good board state, which we can use Angemon to set up and add in a card if we wanted to. I'm like debating on doing it, but we go for Minitamamon anyway, and our hand's a little bit small. I'm getting a little greedy, I know it. We're going to Digivolve the Tokamon into Salamon. We get a Bushy, which we can grab a Bushy out of the security now. We're going to have that set up to get some damage pressure. We're going to refund everything. So no matter what he does next turn, he's going to hit into Revelation of Lights and be screwed. So we want to take advantage of that. So we're going to attack with Bushy. It's another Wisdom training, which isn't terrible, but we're going to just Digivolve for 3 here, and hopefully it's enough to keep him at bay. I mean, they can easily get out the Angemon, but we do have Revelation of Lights set up. So he's going to put IG Nasumi here. He's going to put the Mind Link Tamer in under his Luga, setting himself up. Digivolves into Lugarmon, which is not really bad. This is just setting himself up. He's going to trash the piece for his draw trash one, and this is where his Battlemon's going to activate to be able to Digivolve him up, and now he's into Soul Lugamon, which I have no objections here. This is pretty solid of play, but Revelation of Light's going to really mess up his day. What's going to happen is that Alliance is now going to go off because he played that, but Revelation is going to make them small, and we knew we had a couple big boys in the security that we didn't have to worry about. Now, with Revelation activated, they're kind of in a bad spot. They have to use Miss Memory and that Digivolving up, which we're going to go to 3 anyway, and we're in a really good spot now too, which Salamon can easily take advantage of here. So I'm putting Bushy back in just because having Bushy there is really solid. I mean, we're going to go up to 6 memory shenanigans, which this deck can do so easily with no other reason, just sneezing just to do what it normally does. So we're going to Digivolve Sala into Gato, just because Gatomon's actually pretty solid to do here. We can swing in and hopefully get some extra damage in. But I'm going to go for Angelwomon Ace to trash the security, bottom of it, get rid of the Bushy. I don't want to get rid of the top at the moment, but we're going to gain memory and then a recovery 1, giving us some new cards into that. So we're going to attack in with Angelwomon Ace, and with that minus their security Digimon, we have nothing to worry about. We're going to slam down Kari to choke out, just in case they go for another hit for us. We also have counter timing with another Angelwomon Ace, which can recover us a couple more. They're going to use the whole IG shenanigans, get the Luga going, Miss Memory Pop, and then do the Wisdom training, and apparently they whiff. Okay, well, they got the piece now with their purple mem boost. I don't understand why they whiffed, but it does happen occasionally. I don't know why you would pop it then. Does pop it this time to go for the free evolution, and then Lugarmon can do its whole shenanigans with Soul Luga. And we're going to see if they're actually going to do it. They're going to go for the Soluga play, which is going to allow Balmon to Digivolve into that, which we're all fine and dandy about doing this with their trashing. Now, with that ability, he's going to play the Lugarmon again, get the Alliance effect, and it's not going to end well for him. I'm going to be straight honest with you. We're going to Blast Ace here and make him regret swinging in. For the Alliance cost, we're going to go with Angelwomon. We're going to be able to recover 2 and hope for a big boy, or we can go with Magna. Magna's not going to do much, I feel like, so we're going to go with Angelwomon because it's at least going to recover us 2. And we have a good shot at it. We're going to trash the bottom. Minitamamon just went, but we're going to give minus 6,000 DP, make it a little bit smaller. And then, you know, Salamon's going to activate, make it even smaller, 6,000 DP, easier threat on the board removal. Then we're going to recover twice, and then Kari's going to set him to 0, setting him straight, which is good, you know. He hits the Rapid. Luckily, he gets rid of our Gatomon, which kind of makes it a little rough, which we don't mind a little bit of a problem. But he Digivolves into Lugamon with that Analog Youth hatch. But he goes for Helluga again, popping himself to get rid of one of my aces. And depending on which stack he gets rid of, we're going to have a really good time with. I'm just waiting to see which one he decides here. Well, he gets the Black Gato choice, discarding those choices. Not a bad choice. He picked the one with the Angemon in it. I feel like we can just put Rune Mode in at this point. There's just no way, but we go for the Angelwomon play as well. Set it back up. Ooh, we got Gato. We're going to Digivolve Bushy into Togemon here. Set herself up. Oh, the Patamon would have been nice. I went on to the Pata. Just double checking everything here. We could easily make them have a bad day. And we can attack in here for security reasons. And then I think what we're going to do is slam down the Gato, possibly? Nah, we're going to go with the Angemon play. And give it 4,000 DP. Draw. Gain a few memory out of this deal. And kind of set herself back up. Because that free memory gain is always useful. And then we slam down Kari again, so if he does any shenanigans yet again, we're going to be able to punish even further. So there's a lot of possibilities that he's going to get his Tamer yet again underneath. Pops the delay, goes to 4, which I'm okay with this. Goes into Black Gato. Does he have a way of answering our board state currently? I don't know, and I don't think so. We have a lot going on for us. I mean, as long as one of our ultimates survives this turn, Bushy comes in and clears up. Ooh, Helluga again. Ooh. So they're going to use the effects here. We got Gato, the Tamer. Mindling Tamer's going to come out, set themselves up, then gain a bunch of memory because they play the Tamer. Pop with Helluga to it's going to pop one of our Digimon. Just as always, Analog Youth hatch. Helluga is going to do its shenanigans, trash a couple cards, and then go on from there. Which, okay, let's see if he does anything past this. I mean, worst case, he can't answer the complete board, which I have no objections. Ooh, didn't decide to pop anyway. Mindlink's back again and just surrenders. We're fine with this. So, all important game number 2. Let's see what we got going here. We have Mac. So our hand's actually quite mint. We like this hand. Pata's in there. Ooh, Gilamon. So, ooh, red. The red training here, up in here. Oh, we got some plays. Oh, we got the wrong Toko. But we got Pata up and live. We're going to play TK down. And this is vitally important. We're going to put the Angemon in there so that we have our champion ready. Even though we got a Gato out of the deal. Let's see what he's going to do here. There's only so many plays you can do. Patamon's going to help rush us down. Ooh, Gilamon X and raising. Then throws down the Takato. Okay, we promote Pata. I wish we got the Rapid. Ooh, our security is actually pretty interesting with a lot of Tamers going on. I mean, we're going to put Gato in there. Gain 2 memory. Go up to 4. Just make our opponent just have a bad day. I'm debating on doing Revelation of Light just to set up, because if they swing in with their little guy, it's going to instantly die. But I remember that Kari needed to be on the board, so I said, you know what, we're going to go Bushy Agu, get them to 1, which is vitally important here. Ooh, goes for the Black Growlmon play, which we can totally counter here because we have Magnamon and Magna Angemon that's going to help us out here. You know, Magna Angemon and Angelwomon. Both really powerful aces in this game. And we're just going to counter time, take the piece off the top, and just get rid of the Black War Growlmon. Black Growlmon. Got rid of the Gato that we placed there because we knew we needed that there. And now we got 3 attacks on board, applying so much pressure. And we don't even need to do a lot here. I'm like debating to go with another TK grab. And just because it combos really nicely, we're going to grab a piece. We got the TK Tamer. We're going to put Rapidmon underneath. Then we're going to gain a memory, and then gain 2 more memory out of this deal, which is really good. We're just trucking along. Our opponent. Now we're going to go in for the swing in. Bushy swings in. Bushy survives, which is surprising. Gato attacks in, survives as well. I'm going to slam down another TK just to do the shenanigans. Ooh, we got the Kari coming up. So I don't mind giving him 4 because his board is completely cleared at this point. There's not much else he can do except for climb outside. Hatches the Gigimon. I'm really excited to see what he can come up with to deal with this board. Slams down Gilamon to search for pieces. Ooh, does he grab the Growlmon? He grabs the Growlmon. He has a way of getting a free evolution out of here and getting into his ultimate. Let's see if that's going to be enough, though. Because we do have aces galore here, which means we're going to answer whatever he does. Pops the training, goes for the Digievolution for free, and then pops our Bushy, which means we're not going to apply as much pressure next turn, which is fine. It's fine. We got this. Then goes into his War Growlmon, and then can't do anything because they just played it. We're going to use Salad's effect, and we added the card. We're going to draw, then we're going to gain memory, gain memory, gain memory, gain memory, gain memory. So this now brings us to a whopping 8 memory, which is ridiculous in some matchups. Just being able to have this access is just ridiculous, in my opinion. I'm like debating on going with 5 just because we get the draw from the Toka. And then, yep, it was the right play anyway. So we're going to Digivolve into Seraphe. And then minus that thing, another 7,000 DP. And then we can attack for 2 checks here, which is really solid. Oof, we lost a little bit of momentum on that. But the Sala, you know, the good of the world, we get Angemon back into that security stack rotation. And we got Bushy there. My opponent has to think long and hard what he's going to do here because he's against the wall. He has to answer this board. If he doesn't have like a Gaia Force or something just to get rid of the Angemon, he's kind of dead next turn. So he goes for the Guillemon play. Maybe he can do the whole Growlmon shenanigans yet again and then leave me with just Magna Anja on board, which is great and all, but if I get one Seraphemon, one Minitamamon, you're screwed. So Black Growlmon here's going to mill out Ruin Mode and Angemon out of us. We're at 11. He's at 14. But that wasn't enough to stop us. We're going to hatch. Then we're going to go with Activate Sal's effect. We're going to put Bushy back into the security stack. Because, nah, we didn't actually. Just kidding. Goes to Pata. And then we're going to do Revelation of Light because we get to do all the shenanigans for free. Bushy Agu comes out. And then draw 1. Gain memory. Gain memory. Gain memory. Gain memory. So we also do have Minitamamon here, which is going to help us build a wide board on top of it, just in case our opponent goes for some shenanigans. So I think Minitamamon's the better choice here, because then we can play a rush target, another Bushy Agu for free. I'm like debating another Revelations, but Minitamamon is definitely the play here. We're going to activate it. We're going to trash our Revelation, which triggers that, minusing his board again, because I didn't know if he had a Blast Ace in there. So we're just going to go for the old barrier trick, and then boom, boom, Bushy double beat down. So we're ready for our final game 3, and this one is a challenger. This one is Setcon versus us. This is a challenging matchup. I mulliganed my hand. I didn't know what I was placing at, so we got the Toko. We're going to go for the normal Pata play, and then I'm like debating between the 2 Karis. I think giving 3 memory is the better play, so we play down Kari. Purple Kari sets up Ukamon and then slams down Kari. I was not wanting to face Setcon right now. But we're going to put Gato underneath for the free Digievolution. Toka is going to draw. And we're just going to gain a bunch of memory out of this deal. Then we're going to play Kari down. I think that's the smart play here, is just to set up. And then play another Kari. And then hopefully we get some rookies going. This is going to be a very long, grindy game. I'm going to be straight honest with you. This is not the best matchup in the world for this deck. This is a grind fest. If you can get the win, he just passes, which is not bad. We can now Digivolve the Toko into Bushy. We're going to attack with the Gato just to hope. And then Wyvern's Breath. This is why I didn't Blast Evolve. I think we're at a good point. We're just going to pass here. There's just nothing else we can do. We're missing pieces. But at this point in time, we're looking pretty decent. He's thinking and contemplating about life here. Just passes the turn. We're going to Digivolve into Rapid, because that is actually the better play. I mean, sets him to 3, then Lonke, he's going to minus it. We're just going to say, screw it. I know I should have just probably just swung in, but Sala, Digievolution, and then we're going to slam down Angemon. If he can't answer the Angemon right here, right now, we're in a decent spot because we'll get at least 2 attacks in. Then he just passes turn by playing his Kari. Okay. I'm debating on doing some shenanigans here, which, yeah, we need to do that counterplay to the Karis right now. we need to have some way of applying pressure. So Salamon's going to be able to do what Salamon wants to do. I'm going to go with Angemon attacks in. It hits a Mimi. We're fine with this. It's not terrible. They're going to bring us back down to 3. Salamon's going to attack yet again. It dies. I'm sorry to say it does happen. But you know what? We can get the Gato out, set ourselves up, gain a memory, set ourselves to 0. And then Mimi's going to do Mimi things. And then we're going to play the rookie down just because right now we're in a good spot. Our opponent has to now answer 3 bodies on board, which is kind of early for them, especially at 3. They can't do a lot here. We got them out of the long K 2 removal slot. Now, Chaos Degradation is their only option, or they're going to have to go with a Hell Scythe, but they went with Nat's Lament just to get that Angemon in. So now we can answer that Angemon afterwards. Now we got at least 2 attacks going for us. I'm going to hatch the Toko. We don't have anything really crazy going on here. We can go for the old tried and true plays. I think the smart play here is Digivolving up to get that free recovery. We're going to minus its DP. And then we're going to go into Seraphimon here. Digivolve, gain the recovery, but also kills off the Angemon. Digivolves the Bushy and Raising. We're going to attack in with the Gato. Actually, no, we go for Seraphe attack in, which is better because we need to get those 2 attacks in. I was not expecting the Emperor. It kind of hurt me a little bit. But what are you going to do here? We're really at a disadvantage here. He's at 32 cards, and this can get really problematic quickly. Long K, he's just going to gain him the memory back, and he's back to 1. I mean, because we play so many aces, this is what we struggle with. He's got the Magna again, but he's at 5, which is not bad. We can definitely do some climbing shenanigans here. I think the best play is just kill it with the Angemon here. I don't think Angewomon's the better play. But if in the comments, let me know which one. I go for Angewomon, actually, I thought, because being able to trash top security stack and then get rid of that, gain the memory back, and then set ourselves up, we can swing in with the Bushy and still have some value here. And it was a good hit, Salamon, and then the Karis kind of try to push back. Then we attack in. Flame Hell Scythe. I was not really wanting that card. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be that. Now he's set back up again. So I go for the play, just answer the thing. So we get a recovery in here, and then we minus the board. We're still at a 10 card disadvantage, but we have him at a 1 card to 7 ratio here. It means he's got to use a lot more of his resources to keep answering our board at this point. We are going to be coming down to a slowdown because our eggs are down to 1. And this is going to be a battle of wits. Chaos Degradation. I was not wanting that. There goes our Revelation. Puts a little bit of a blanket on board. But we have Flame Hell Scythe bringing in his little guy. We're going to hatch. We're going to have to go with the Pata play here. And then I'm debating on Revelations, but I go with the Sala, double Sala play, because this might be our only shot at just stopping a turn. Kind of regretting not just slamming down a big boy, because Venusmon comes in and just shuts our turn down. I need to Digivolve and Raising anyway here, so Pata's going to stay there. I'm debating on doing this just so we can get some added extensions, just so we can hopefully answer the Venusmon that's just deciding to hang out with us, but we're going to Digivolve into Rapid. And then I will go for the Revelation play because I'm hoping there was a champion in there, which there wasn't. So we set them back to 3. They go to 4, which is fine. They can definitely answer our board with a Death X or something I'm not going to like. But Angemon comes down. He's going to answer the Sala. Ugh. Oh, no, not another Emperor. And then we got Shadow Seraphe. Only Death X could get us out. And look, hey, Death X. We are exactly where you needed to be on time, bud. We're going to de-Digivolve both their big boys. And now they don't have as much scary options. This is another bigger misplay I make in this call. I was debating on Digivolving up and then just killing off, but I will go for the Angelwomon play yet again. I don't know. I'm debating on here, just swinging in. Attack the security. We're going to minus its DP here, which is good because, they're going to reset their board a little bit. But we have some advantage on movements here. I now minus that Magna to gain us back our pieces just a little bit, which is what we need to do. We can now attack in with no issues here. Debating on it, TK could really set us up here. So we're going for TK to add the Revelations to our hand again, and then put the Angemon back in, just so we're set up, because that free play with the Revelations can play the Angemon down for us, which we want to have. Now I'm debating on just going into Minitamamon here, which is the smarter play of the two, because now we can put a Rush Body in, which is the Angemon coming down. Which now we also have a Bushy to attack in with, so we can do at least 2 attacks in here, which really we need to start doing. Now we brought him back down to 0. Hellscythe again? Oh, this is getting annoying pretty quickly. But what's good now, what's really good here is that we're taking advantage of a few steps here. You know, you got the good boys here. I'm debating on trying to get Angemon, the Bushy, back onto the field. I'm like, Ruin Mode here is just probably the better pick, so that it forces him to answer board state and gets the Salamon up and running, then slams down his own Death X. Oh, this is totally what we want to see right now. But we lose out on another attacker. They have the Emperors, gaining them draw advantage, which I think they're overcommitting here. They should not be drawing so much, because they could have just took it slow. Shadow Seraph is back on board. I didn't really want to deal with Shadow Seraph. I know what they're doing here is just so Shadow Seraph could do minus 4,000 DP, and then basically make sure that they deal with my board a little bit. Gets a free recovery because they needed to get that recovery. Seems like they ran out a little bit of gas. And then Chaos Degradation to answer my Minitamamon. Then gets rid of the Revelations, which I don't mind in the slightest. But our board state's not looking the healthiest right now. Slams down a Mimi, and then Death X disappears, which is good. We can now slam down a few rookies here to set ourselves up. We're going to attack with Death X because nothing really in that security is going to be that scary. So the Kari Brigade is going to bring us down to 0. We're going to slam down Pata to force an answer here. There are 13 to our 9, which is good. Salamon comes up, and Sala attacks. Like, at this point, we're doing everything right. There goes Pata, sadly. But we get a TK. We're going to debate on what we're going to do here. I think we're going to put the Bushy underneath just to set up Revelations to go off again. And then bring it back a little bit back to us after they got that free memory gain. Then they put the Revelations on top. Great. You know, Kari can set them back. Mimis can bring them back if they wanted to. We're going to use one Mimi to go to 0 and then slam down Emperor. I don't understand why you're doing that, but the free recovery was there. And then I'm like, we just need to just play tempo here, don't we? So I swing in. It's Reinforcement, Memory Boost, which isn't terrible, but I'm like, Kari's going to pass back to your turn anyway, dude. And Death X can at least apply a few turns of pressure, but now we're to 10 to 8. We're playing a good catch-up game now. Hashes the Upamon, and then does Lunke at Estado to get rid of our stuff. Mimi's going to set us back to 0, which isn't bad. We can just now slam down Nagato and just hope and pray that's enough. It's just not looking the best here. We have some potential to do some shenanigans. Throws down the Tamer and then passes. That means he's running out of steam here, which is good for us. So we can attack in. Revelations, I knew that was in there, which is okay. You know, it's at 8. Brings back the clock. We're going to give them 6 anyway. So, why don't give them 10, right? 7 cards. So there's 1 left. Flame Hellscythe. Ooh, gets rid of our Anja. But that means he has to play the Sala if he doesn't want to deck out faster than us. So we can do answer response with it. And that's about it. If he puts down a Magna Angemon right now, he's kind of screwed. But Sala's on board. So we're going to play the game of Kill the Salamon once we're ready. What are you gonna do? Doesn't activate the Mimis, but his board state is kind of beefy here. But we're gonna put that Angemon underneath and sets us to 3. We're gonna play Pata down and then Angemon the Sala out just so that it brings him to 6, which brings him a lot closer to us. Which, I mean, he could just play the pass game and just not answer for a few turns. He's pretty decently set up. I don't know what he's gonna do here though. A lot of it comes down to is I don't know if the second player. Ooh, a Zulamon Ace. Was not expecting that one, but he bounces our Magna and then passes turn. I mean, we can easily Digivolve if we wanted to, but I know right now we're losing the race. So Pata's just gonna stay on board and just chip in one more damage in. Yes, we got the Chaos Degradation. So Pata goes in. We're going to gain a bunch of memory because of that free value, which we want to have. And we can answer the Azulamon Ace by slamming down a few buds, but, you know, his Karis are going to bring back his turn. We lost all that memory gain, so that is a problem just a wee bit. I'm like debating on putting Revelations on the top. I don't know. We kind of need to force him to do some stuff, right? So we're gonna go Revelations on top, and I feel like putting the Bushy in just because it can attack in one more time. And then 1, 2, 3. At least we had the triple Karis to there's double Mimis, so that our Revelation did not just pass turn. We get at least one more attack in, and then the third Mimi. So we're kind of in a bad spot a little bit. We're gonna go for use the effect. Nah, we went for non-use this time. We could have probably used it and then had a Zulamon die, but at the right now, we're kind of tied up on draw. So this means there's only a few more options he can do. He can answer our board state a little bit, but I think he's out of Chaos Degradations right now. He's gonna go for kill my boy. So 6,000, 6,000. This makes it easy target picking. All I have to do is not Digivolve and just slam things down for the rest of the game at this point. We're kind of neck and neck. Oh, he went for the draw. He drew a card because he needed to answer the Angemon. Angemon. Oh, that was the bad play. Now you're behind us and we get the win here. Just because I can just play past the turn. Revelation back on top, which is fine. You can do that. It's going to gain a bunch of memory and then just make me sad a little bit. But bunch of Mimi going off. Pillamon to prevent us from playing anything by effects. I don't know, but I don't think that was the play. But Angemon comes in. Recovery yet again. Wasn't enough to take out the Angelwoman, though, which is good. I don't know what he's thinking, though. You could pop the memory boost to gain 3 to go to 4. And then play another. No, goes for the Sala. And then Digivolves into Venusmon, making it so I can't deal damage. But now we're in a good spot because all I have to do is slam down Angemon, pop the Sala, and then boom, we win. So, GG's, good games. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this commentary. Is there anything I can do to improve in these videos? Let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.